Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Sunshine Prepper here. Thanks for coming to see this video today. Today we're going to be doing Food Saver. I bought my Food Saver in 2015, right after I quit my job of 9 years. I wanted a way to be able to shop in bulk and not lose the product that I was purchasing. And the simplest way to do that, I felt like, was to vacuum seal. And so I bought this Food Saver. It is, at the time in 2015, it was their medium size model, their medium price model. I think I paid $109 for it, and I've been really happy with it. It claims to save you up to $2,700 a year, and I can pretty much attest to that fact because I buy meat in bulk, especially when Winn-Dixie has a sale. And so I can get quite a lot, and I don't have to go to the grocery store for meat for a good while, at least 6 months. And so with the Food Saver, my protein is not getting freezer burnt. I actually vacuum seal blueberries and strawberries. I'm actually got 4 quarts over here that I'm gonna vacuum seal and freeze, and eventually I'll make jelly with them. But I just wanted to get them washed and up and put away and get some space cleared in my kitchen because I have a real tiny kitchen. So my Food Saver comes with the option to use the larger bags, the 11 by 20, or the 8 by 20, I think it is. So they're 3 inches difference in the sizes. And what I have to do is I have to pull the amount of bag out that I think that I'll need for what I'm using. Sometimes I overdo it, but I'd rather have a little more than not enough. So I feel like this will be a good amount for the blueberries. I have a little razor here, and so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to cut, and it'll cut it like this. And then I'm going to open the drawer here and place it in, not very far. It actually has a tray here on the inside that catches any drippage if you're anything that is moist, like your meat or chicken or blueberries or strawberries that you've just cleaned and washed. So I'm just going to close the lid, and there's a lever on the side to lock the door. I'm just going to lock the door, and we're just going to seal the bag. We're just going to seal the bag, and that takes, like, I don't know, less than a minute to do. And then we'll have one side of the bag sealed and ready to go. All right, it's done. The light has went off. So I open the door and I pull it out. And as you can tell, there's a little line here. And that just lets me know that it's been sealed. And so now I can go to the next step. So what I do is I take a marker and I mark on it the contents. I put the date today, and then today's May 1st. Wow. Time is flying. And I just put the contents on here, and I fill it. So you don't want to get the top sides of your Food Saver bag wet, because then it makes it a little harder to seal. But if you do get some water drippage on there, you could take a paper towel and wipe it off, and it'll actually, you know, come clean. So we're just gonna pour the blueberries in, and I think I got way too much bag here. Way too much bag. Where's my scissors? So I'm just actually going to cut a little bit because I got way too much. Alright. So now I'm just going to hold it, and just going to put it on the inside of the Food Saver here. And I'm going to close the door. and lock it. And then I'm going to put gentle because it is a fruit. And then I'm going to put moist because there is moisture in the blueberries. And then I'm just going to hit the vacuum and seal button, and it's going to do its little thing. Let me see if I can get the phone closer so you can see what transpires. Can you see that? Let me turn the camera around so I can show it a little better. Okay, here we go. So I'm just going to hit vacuum and seal. And it's going to suck all the air out of it. I don't know if you can see that like that. This is telling me it doesn't want to seal. So we're going to hit the seal button. Probably got a little water in there. And just wait till it clicks off, and we're going to see what happened. Alright, I flipped the camera back around. I'm going to put it back on the stand. Okay. Alright, we got a seal. It was just wet. That's why it wouldn't do it on its own, so I just had to help it out a little bit. So now we got 1 quart of blueberries vacuum sealed and ready to go to the freezer. So I have 3 more that I'm going to do. And I'm going to cut the bag a little bit smaller this time. I'll lock the door. So I'll bring you back when I got this done, and I'll show you where we're at. Okay, so we've got the blueberries done. I'm going to turn the camera. What we got. So now we have 4 quarts of blueberries, already vacuum sealed, ready to go into the freezer. So next, I'm going to do some ground beef. Now, I bought this ground beef the other day at Aldi. I went there. We finally got one in my area, so I had to go. I grew up around them, so I love shopping there. So this is 2 different packages, and there's about 2 1/3 or 2 1/4 pounds, close to 2.5 pounds between each one of them. So what I do is I score them, and I basically put them in half, and then I'm just going to cut my bags and seal them and throw the hamburger in, and we're going to go with it. So I'm going to turn the camera around and see if I can let you see that. Alright, so basically I'm just going to put one side of this ground beef into the bag, and it's quite messy. It's kind of weird, but so I've got my meat in the bag, and I've got it labeled, and I'm just going to stick it in the food saver and lock her down. We're just going to hit normal. It is moist, and then I'm just going to vacuum and seal, and it's going to seal it down. And it took. Yes. Once the lights flick off, it means it's sealed. It's sealed. So I undo it, and there we go. It's sealed. It is ready to be put in the freezer. Now I did label it so I would know what it was. And I have packaged actually vacuum sealed hamburger and had it in my freezer for around, the last batch I opened up I had for like almost a year, and it was still good. So, you know, it does save you a lot of money. So I'm going to finish bagging these up, and then I'll show you the end. Okay, so let's just turn this around and let you see. So now I have 4 and about 1.1 pounds each in each bag. And for me, 1 pound of ground beef will feed me twice, at least twice. If I'm just like going to make a hamburger or something, I can have a hamburger on one meal, and then make a hamburger the next meal, or make a small amount, put some taco seasoning in, and make myself a couple of tacos. So I love this food saver. It has so many things that you can do with it. Like there is the little port here. And basically when I bought it, it came with this attachment here. And this attachment is for vacuum sealing. And what you do is you just stick it in the little hole there. And if you can tell, I'm having trouble. And then you attach it to one of these little doodads here. These are your, for your canning jars. You have the small one, and then you have the bigger one for the wide mouth jars. And so what I do with that sometimes is like this right here. I vacuum sealed some little fallouts from the spaghetti that I was using, and just put it in a jar, vacuum sealed it, set it on my counter. So when I want to make spaghetti and I don't want to have to worry about cutting up the noodles and stuff, I just throw that in and cook that instead. And then I have myself a nice little pot of spaghetti. So that's the food saver, y'all. That's the one that I have. They do make different models. There are newer ones now. I think the cheapest one I seen was either $59 or $79, and it's a small countertop one. It's way smaller than what I have here, but I'm very pleased with my food saver. I would say in the 7 years that I've had it, I've probably saved close to $4,000 in meat, except for when the hurricane happened and I lost it all. And I do want you to know that you have options as far as bags go. You can buy already pre-cut bags, or you can buy what they have in boxes. Let me show you that. Okay, so here what I have is 2 boxes of food saver bags. One I got at Walmart, one I got at BJ's. The one that I bought from Walmart was $40. It was $39.98, and it came with 3 11x16 rolls and 2 8x20. The 8x20 rolls is what I use to vacuum seal my chicken when I buy it, because the chicken breast usually comes 6 to a pack, and I can't eat 6 chicken breasts in one meal. So unless I'm cooking for my family, and that doesn't happen very often. So because they live far away now. So you have that option, and then you also have this option that I bought at BJ's, and it just comes with the 11x16 size rolls in there. There were, I think, 6 in the box. And so and they did, like I said, they do have the pre-cut ones as well. They're a little more expensive when you buy them like that. They're like $16 for a pack, and you only get I don't even think you get 20 bags. So I find this route more economical and cheaper than just going and buying individual packs. So that's our video on Food Saver. I will do a video here coming shortly about the vacuum sealing, show you what I can do with that. But right now, this is what we got to put away. We've got 4 pounds of ground beef, and we've got 4 quarts of blueberries that we're just going to throw into the freezer, and we'll save them for later. So thanks for joining me tonight. Appreciate you. Hope you have a good rest of your evening. And always, always, always stay on the ready.